If the name Rayful Edmonds rings a bell, it's because he ran one of the biggest crack cocaine operations in D.C. back in the 1980s. He was eventually busted and given a life sentence. Then he was convicted of dealing drugs behind bars. But tonight, Rayful Edmonds is out of prison and a big step closer to being free. He's being transferred to either a confinement or a halfway house. Now, the Bureau of Prisons won't say much else, except that its office in Nashville is overseeing the case. In 2021, a judge granted a request by prosecutors to reduce Edmonds' sentence for acting as an informant and putting other drug dealers behind bars. Edmonds has served more than 35 years in federal custody.
This is video that's been circulating on social media today, purported to be the now 59-year-old Rayful Edmonds in an airport, just having been released from prison.
When I spoke to him, he was in the airport.
Well, as you can see, Rayful Edmonds is out. That's him at the airport. He's not in witness protection. He's not going under an assumed name. Why would he?
Our most serious problem today is cocaine, and in particular, crack. Who's responsible? Let me tell you straight out.
Rayful Edmonds.
Who is that?
He's the man your son was working for.
Rayful Edmonds. I never heard of that name.
Rayful Edmonds was for a long time a government informant, and his information helped to put other drug dealers here in D.C. behind bars. And yet, guys, when he left prison, he did not do so under an assumed name or in the witness protection program.
Rayful Edmonds.
It's a stool pigeon. That's what they saying. Yo, it's bad enough you tell on one person, but imagine telling on 100 people, bro. Or getting 100 people taken down. Just maybe if he would have went to witness protection, he'd probably be all right, but he told on too many people. Bro, he got his mom booked. He got damn near his whole family got indicted. What he did, like 30-some years? Get out, and they pulled an Alpo on him. It's just something about this picture right here. I did not believe him, bro. He just reminded me of R. Kelly or something like a smooth criminal, but they say it was about that action, man. He was about that action. $2 million a week. $2 million a week, bro. That's what he was doing. You imagine somebody wearing a wire and talking to your mom?
Quite a few of Rayful's very close family members, like his sisters and his mother, were swept up in an indictment.
Edmonds' unsuspecting mother talked at a local restaurant with a friend who had agreed to wear a wire for the prosecution.
You know, like he was doing hand-to-hand coming, him and Johnny on the corner, and they was selling, so they was getting it for him. Right. And then it just got too big. He just went out on his own.
I'm back to it, man. 100 people was a lot of damn people to get indicted, man, or get taken down. 100 people? That's a whole damn town, bro. That's a small town he got taken out the way. So it might be some of them motherfuckers from the Medellin, from the cartel. Yeah, they probably got me, man.
Distribution points, Orleans Place in Northeast Washington. Think of it as the base of a corporate pyramid. At the lowest level, mules who could earn up to $1,000 a week bringing bricks of cocaine into the city. Lookouts who got $400 to $800 a week. The street sellers, the best of whom, working on commission, could make $3,000 to $5,000 a week. One step up the corporate ladder, the younger enforcers. For an efficient murder, one young hitman was rewarded with a $50,000 Mercedes. And couriers who transported large quantities of cocaine from the West Coast. Mid-level management was filled mostly by family members who cut and packaged the drugs, counted the money, oversaw distribution, and managed the street workers. Their salaries, $3,000 to $5,000 a week. And at the top of the pyramid, 24-year-old Rayful Edmonds, who, according to the U.S. attorney, ran the corporation, imported his cocaine directly from the Medellin drug cartel in Colombia.
The verdict today in the Edmonds drug ring trial in Washington, 24-year-old Rayful Edmonds convicted of running a $2 million a week cocaine crime outfit in the nation's capital.
Only people in the courtroom to be scared of or think all this is for can be the defendants.
The jury found Edmonds guilty of a massive drug. Edmonds was so powerful and so dangerous, the jury in his trial had to sit behind bulletproof glass, their identities hidden from the public for their own safety.
They made sure they went to church, you had a good job, Your ex-husband had a good job?
He had a job. He worked for the government.
He worked for the government.